on this type of paper, you see once the brush touching the paper, it stays. So if you this time we only paint on Korean paper, so it's much easier to control. Okay, please do ask me if you want to see it again. Okay, we're gonna show a little, and again, some of them is on the winter scene. Okay, and okay. That's from my teacher. That's from my teacher. I want.
Yes.
They have their own name. Yeah. Anyway, let's go downstairs. After you paint, they crack. If you use stick color, they crack into pieces. So remember to do mounting right away. Those are and those are that's why we'll have to buy the cobalt blue, and we'll have to use the emerald and the yellow. Okay. I did all this in a class. So and you realize that there is
There's a square.
those another way. And now this is done it on rice paper. This is done it on rice paper.
Really?
Now this is on Korean paper. See, done it on rice paper. Done it on rice papers. You had to paint the lotus, the last layer. Done it on Korean paper. You had to paint the lotus flowers first.
Oh,
Wow.
First. And then you use the masking film. You trace it and then cut it out. You paste on it, so the blacks will not going in.
right.
But I don't think we have time for that. You want to ask something?
Yeah. Pam and I were talking. We were wondering if you could. Should I ask? Okay, about between 15 and 20 minutes, say, paint a bird and a flower for us. We're going to put it on film. Can you do
No.
that in 15 to 20 minutes? No?
You could do a 5-minute bird.
A 5 or 10 minute bird.
I'll do it really fast.
Yes.
No problem.
Well, let's see the cranes again.
We could do it.
He wants to see the crane. He wants to see the
Oh,
crane.
you want to see it?
Yeah.
Now, about technique for outline. Okay. There are 5 gongbi outline. There is a technique for that. But this type of outline is actually from the gongbi. Okay, but not that careful and fine. We put a lot of freedom in that particular technique and then go zzz, zzz. And that kinds of outline that we're talking about.
I like these.
As long as it's not.
Yeah.
No.
Roll them up yet.
He's left it out. He's left it out.
Okay.
He's building anticipation.
They're coming to get you if you misbehave.
Straighten up my act.
Oh, that's so beautiful. Watch your teeth.
Yes.
Yes.
Watch my teeth. I'm moving this completely out of your way. That.
And I love the roughness of the textures that just give it so.
See, I'm trying to give you everything.
Oh, we appreciate
That's
it.
Yes.
really bad.
Yes, it is, but we love it, though.
Where is my? Did I bring my? Oh, my
Am I
car.
gonna ruin you?
No, no, no. Yeah.
Oh, right.
The-
What did I do?
This is the materials.
Oh.
Now,
That they wrap film.
from the only place you can ask for this is the printing.
Printing
company.
shop.
Not printing shop.
Oh.
A large offset printing company, and not just regular printing.
Yeah,
shop.
yeah.
As long as they're using film, not digital printing. And then they might have this, okay, but maybe they change to another type of packing today. They don't use this anymore. This is protective film
Yeah.
before they export. Yeah. And I don't have. I usually have a lot, but I'm giving away. So this only I have left. There's two compositions in one painting. One is in this window, one is outside the window. Or you can go from inside out or outside in. Come. So your mind has to expand and dream about this. There's a lot of mist here, okay?
A lot.
Now, I just wanted to show you, and those
It's your purple mountains, majesties.
Yeah.
Purple mountains, it's so beautiful.
Love those colors.
those are all done in a class, okay? They're all in a class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very nice. Interesting.
And the checklists are done with that.
Oh, the foil
With the
stamping?
foil,
Yes.
with the crinkle. The crinkle.
Yeah. Because I found it too wide, so I cut it. I couldn't stand it last time when I was sitting here. I just had to
Change it.
change it. Okay, now. Do you want a more? Now, painting cloud and mist, I have already shown you. Do you have any question before I start again? Wow, you
Not camouflage.
all
Yeah,
very smart.
white
You
is
don't
not
need
camouflage.
to ask me.
I think we just don't know what questions to ask.
Okay. Now, time when you, it has to, now those are applies on Korean papers. So I will try to show you doing on rice paper, but I second thought, no, because it might confusing both papers.
That's
So,
right.
so another time.
When you come to see us.
On the
It's a
train,
long, it's,
on the
it's
train.
too
On the
long of the journey.
Oh,
It's too
I don't
long
know.
of the journey if I take
The dog?
a
Beautiful.
train.
It's beautiful.
If I take a train, and then I don't know whether how my two little puppy, and how long I have to stay on the train. I might want to, if I go, I will break.
They stop every now and then, so you can get off and walk around. I've taken the train from San Luis Obispo all the way to Seattle, the overnight train, and
With your dogs?
No, with my dog, though, my big dog Doug.
Oh, your big dog.
That's her husband.
It's like taking a pedal off.
I never have any experience traveling with dog. Normally it's on plane, it's
Yeah.
a cargo, and I don't. No, I carry they're with me.
Yeah. If the carrier fits under the seat, you're fine. I've done
Yeah,
that with
they
a
are.
cat and a small dog on an airplane, so.
Did you read that with the service dog a couple days ago?
As I said, there are two ways. there are two ways of painting a mist, okay, and cloud. Especially corner here, like this, you need to show the shade.
The shape.
Okay, so you need the technique like that.
Yeah.
The rest, okay. So mix hair or horse hair. Like clean.
Everything.
No, it's so neat.
It's hard to understand a painter. I'm a very different painter because I brought up with the family is always very neat. Yeah. And most of the painters,
Not neat.
No.
no. Why you laugh?
I must be a painter then. Judging from my studio.
The white materials underneath is to let you see what kinds of colors you, and especially ink, how dark it is, so you don't have to guess. On you can see the difference. You can never
You
know.
can't tell how dark it is there.
And then you realize that yes, I did the mounting yesterday. The spring scene. There are parts that I didn't realize it until yesterday. My brushes went over too much, so it's kinds of dirty looks. Okay, you might.
Which one, a landscape?
The one with the blossom, the green one. Yeah, the one that I just melted. Yeah,
You said the paint went over,
yeah. Right. You see that part?
right here?
No, the cloud, the mist.
Cloud
Up
there.
left.
Yes,
Right there.
There,
Right
right there.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
You see, it should
crossed
be
over.
white.
Open.
Yeah.
And it's
but
too late because we can't camouflage.
That's right.
No.
That's right.
So you see,
Begin
when
again.
when I painted, even the dry, you don't realize it until when you do a backing.
Yeah, so you mount it.
Okay, that is one way you could sort of
You
lighten.
add more to it and make it.
No,
can't
never,
add to it.
never camouflage.
No, I'm just saying, add a little bit more dark, so it'd just be a little bit more.
Then you cut the mist into two.
Two, you
No.
can't,
No.
because it goes across, it's a
Yeah,
bridge.
yeah.
Now there's one other way you could sort of lighten it, but you cannot get rid of it. Is do not use white paper.
Oh,
Use any other
other
paper.
color, yeah.
Gray. They do come in some gray papers, or any papers has. If it close to gray, they will be fine.
So
Just no white.
To mount it on, you mean? Mount
Yeah,
it on a
yeah,
gray
yeah.
one?
Yeah.
Then your under color
Got it.
will be that darker color
Got
all
it,
throughout
got
the
it.
whole painting.
Got it.
The whites will not be as white.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
So when you
No, the
mounted
white
this, when you
because
mounted
we have
this
White
wasn't
paper,
Yeah.
yeah,
we have white paint,
paint on it,
Right.
but
so the white will show.
I don't think you
Little
noticed
more.
it so much.
Okay, James, when you mounted it, this wasn't there. That's what you're saying?
No, when I paint them, it wasn't there.
This
When I
wasn't-
mount them,
Yeah,
It was.
it bled
well,
when it was mounted.
it was up here, and then yesterday when I mounted, I didn't even see it,
See it,
because
right.
it's wet.
Mhm.
So when it dry, it
Yeah.
it come out. Now be careful. This is what about mist that you have to be careful. Do not use darker color. So now also, especially the ends where the mist or cloud is, now has to be lighter colors, not this dark.
okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
no. So your mist will absolutely very soft. Yeah. If it's dark like this, how? Now look. Even I darken it, but it still will not cover it. Those are just a little I can do for this part, okay? But then when I darken this, I have to slowly, gradually
Fade it out.
Yeah.
fade out. Yeah. So this is extra work. So that work. There are lots of things you have to consider when you do something extra like this. See, I have to darken it. Otherwise, it won't really.
There'll be a
merge.
sharp line there.
Yeah.
It won't blend out.
Yeah. So those are